Hola, clase. Okay, this is a Unit 3 test review ed puzzle, and hopefully you'll know a lot of this already, and hopefully it's just a review. We are taking our test in a couple classes. Okay, so here is Vocab 10. And remember, you can always use your reference sheets to do a Google form or an ed puzzle, just not a unit test. And on here we have our days, months, seasons, and a couple of vocab words like day, week, month, etc. On here, it tells you how to write the date in Spanish. El, then the number in Spanish, day, and then the month in Spanish. And a couple questions on here. Okay. So just as a little review, los días de la semana. And if you notice, they start with Monday instead of Sunday like we normally have when we learn the days of the week in English. So lunes is like their beginning of the week. So I'm just going to say them for you. Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo. So you notice what there's two smiley faces here? It's because there's accents on those two words. Also notice they all start with a lowercase. So in English, they have uppercase first letters, but in Spanish, French, a lot of the languages in Europe, they all start with lowercase. So here's a sample question that you'll see in the test. ¿Qué día es antes de miércoles? So remember that antes de means before, and después de means after. So, ¿qué día es antes de miércoles? So, before Wednesday. Viernes, sábado, lunes, martes. Martes, is the right answer for that one. So, Tuesday goes before Wednesday. Another sample. ¿Qué día es después de miércoles? So, which day comes after Wednesday? Domingo, viernes, jueves, lunes. Jueves is the correct answer. When you see a star, that means that you're going to answer it in the ed puzzle. So, ¿qué día es después de viernes? Martes, sábado, jueves, miércoles. ¿Qué día es antes de lunes? Martes, miércoles, sábado, domingo. Okay, a review of the months of the year. Los meses del año. Enero, febrero, marzo, abril, mayo, junio, julio, agosto, septiembre, octubre, noviembre, diciembre. So remember, I have some jokes. How do you remember how to spell these? August is so long ago. We're a tie in September. Hot tub month, October, and icy in December. Okay. And again, they all start with lowercase. ¿Qué mes es después de octubre? So you got to remember, después de means after. Noviembre, septiembre, abril, marzo. So noviembre is the right answer. Another example. ¿Qué mes es antes de septiembre? Before September. Enero, octubre, agosto, marzo. Agosto. Okay, here's for your ed puzzle. ¿Qué mes es después de mayo? Octubre, junio, marzo, abril. ¿Qué mes es antes de enero? Julio, diciembre, febrero, septiembre. Okay, now we have las estaciones del año, the seasons of the year. And normally there's a la, L, but this picture doesn't have it. La primavera, el verano, el otoño, there's one little smiley for the accent, and el invierno, so the seasons of the year. ¿Qué estación es después de la primavera? Remember what después de means? After. So la primavera, el verano, el invierno, el otoño. And they're not in the order, so make sure you be careful. El verano is after la primavera. ¿Qué estación es antes del invierno? El verano, el invierno, la primavera, el otoño. Again, out of order. El otoño. All right, one for the ed puzzle. ¿Qué estación es antes del otoño? El verano, el invierno, la primavera, el otoño. Okay, this is something I found to talk about the months and which season they're in. So there's two parts here. This is kind of like what we think of for weather, meteorological. Oops, I can't even say that word. So fall is September, October, November. So when you think of fall, like weather, you think of September, October, November. But in astronomical terms, fall does not start until September 22nd. And it ends on December 20th, where we normally think of December as a winter month. But, for the official start and end of the season, these are the dates. All right. So winter, December, January, February is what we think of as winter months. But officially, the start of start of winter is December 21st and ends on March 19th. Spring, March, April, May. But the official dates are March 20th through June 20th. In summer, June, July, and August. The official dates, June 21st through September 21st. So I might ask you a question like, what season is a certain month in? And I'm going to go by this. And I'm going to try to pick one dab in the middle so it's not confusing and not tricky. Okay? So here's a sample question. ¿En qué estación es abril? La primavera, el verano, el otoño, el invierno. So which season is April in? So going back to this, right? April is right in the middle of spring. So la primavera. ¿En qué estación es octubre? La primavera, el verano, el otoño, el invierno. So it's in the middle of fall. Let's do this one for a grade. ¿En qué estación es julio? La primavera, el verano, el otoño, el invierno. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the holidays. And I know you've already seen an ed puzzle on this, but since I haven't been there, I want to make sure that we review this really good. So Las Fiestas, first of all, means parties, but also holidays. So the first holiday of the calendar year is El Año Nuevo, the year new. Nuevo means new, okay? Do you ever hear of Nueva York, New York? So El Año Nuevo is the new year, and that's New Year's Day, and it's El Primero de Enero. So they don't say El Uno de Enero, they say El Primero, the premier of January. El Día de San Valentín. So St. Valentine's Day. We just call it Valentine's Day. They call it the Day of Saint Valentine. El 14 de Febrero. El Día de San Patricio. So St. Patrick's Day. El 17 de Marzo. La Pascua. This is the word for Easter. Okay? La Pascua is Easter. And it's en marzo o en abril. It changes every year. So it's in March or in April. But every year it's on a Sunday, domingo. So it always is on a Sunday, domingo. La Pascua. El Día de las Madres, the Day of Moms. It's el segundo domingo en mayo, the second Sunday in May. So it's always in May, and it's the second Sunday in May. El Día de las Madres. El Día de los Padres, the Day of Dads. El tercer domingo en junio, the third Sunday in June. El Día de la Independencia Americana, so the day of the American independence. Sometimes we just call it the 4th of July. So American Independence Day is what they call it. El 4 de Julio. El Día de la Independencia Mexicana. So they celebrate El 16 de Septiembre. El Día de los Muertos. That is Day of the Dead. And we saw a movie, Coco, about this. And they celebrate it over 2 days. El primero y el 2 de noviembre. So it's after Halloween. And they really celebrate their family members that have passed away. It's a happy holiday for them. El primero y el 2 de noviembre, el Día de los Muertos. El Día de la Acción de Dar las Gracias. Wow, that's really long for Thanksgiving. the day of the action of giving thanks. So it's always on the last Thursday in November, el último jueves en noviembre. Okay, so when you see gracias, that means thank you. So that can help you with this whole long phrase for Thanksgiving. It's always on a jueves too. Remember, Black Friday is the day after Thanksgiving where people do some extra shopping. La Noche Buena actually means the good evening or the good night. So Christmas Eve is La Noche Buena. So the night that you're really hoping to get something from Santa, El 24 de Diciembre. So there's two that kind of look alike. This is the good night, which is December 24th. La Navidad means Christmas, and it's el 25 de Diciembre. And you've heard little songs, on the radio, Feliz Navidad. So I think you guys all remember Navidad is Christmas. And the last holiday of the year, La Noche Vieja, means the old evening or the old night. It's the oldest night of the year because the next day is going to be the new year. So el 31 de Diciembre. So you got to remember the difference between Noche Buena is the good night, which is Christmas Eve, and La Noche Vieja is the old night, which is New Year's Eve. Okay, and remember you have this sheet. This is Culture 3, and it's on the back of the blue Culture 3. And on the bottom, I have here El Domingo, on a Sunday, La Pascua, El Dia de las Madres, El Dia de los Padres. So those 3 holidays fall on a Sunday, and Thanksgiving falls on a Thursday. So that's all here for you as reference. So here's a question. ¿En qué mes es el Día de los Muertos? Septiembre, octubre, noviembre, diciembre. So Day of the Dead falls in November. ¿En qué mes es el Día de las Madres? Marzo, abril, mayo, junio. Mayo. Okay, one for the odd puzzle. ¿En qué mes es el Día de la Independencia Americana? Julio, junio, noviembre, enero. ¿En qué mes es el Día de la Acción de Dar las Gracias? Febrero, agosto, diciembre, noviembre. ¿Qué día de la semana es el Día de los Padres? Sábado, lunes, domingo, miércoles. So I hope you're getting better at this stuff since this unit started. So Father's Day is on a Sunday. ¿Qué día de la semana es el Día de la Acción de Dar las Gracias? So domingo, jueves, sábado, viernes. ¿Qué día de la semana es la Pascua? Viernes, lunes, jueves, domingo. All right, now we have some dates. ¿Cuál es la fecha means what is the date? ¿Cuál es la fecha de la Navidad? El 4 de julio, el 31 de diciembre, el 25 de diciembre, el 14 de mayo. El 25 de diciembre. ¿Cuál es la fecha del Año Nuevo? El 1 de enero, el 4 de julio, el 1 de abril, el 14 de febrero. ¿Cuál es la fecha de la Nochebuena? El 4 de julio, el 31 de diciembre, el 24 de diciembre, el 14 de mayo. ¿Cuál es la fecha de la Noche Vieja? El 4 de julio, el 31 de diciembre, el 25 de diciembre, el 14 de mayo. ¿Cuál es la fecha del Día de San Patricio? So again, here's an example one. What's the date of St. Patrick's Day? El 14 de febrero, el 17 de marzo, el 4 de julio, el 7 de marzo. So 17 de marzo is St. Patrick's Day. ¿Cuál es la fecha del Día de San Valentín? El 14 de febrero, el 17 de marzo, el 4 de julio, el 4 de abril. ¿Cuál es la fecha del Día de la Independencia Americana? El 14 de febrero, el 17 de marzo, el 4 de julio, el 14 de mayo. Okay, so now we have the last part of this unit is weather. ¿Qué tiempo hace? What's the weather doing? So again, we have a review here. Hace buen tiempo. It's very nice weather. It's good weather. Hace mal tiempo. It's bad weather. Hace calor. It's hot out. Burn calories, right? When it's hot, you burn calories when it's hot. Hace fresco. It's fresh. It's cool, right in the middle. Hace fresco. Hace frío. It's cold. It's frigid. Hace frío. Freezing, fridge. Hace sol. It's sunny. Solar system. And the sun is good for your soul. Hace viento. It's windy. And out of a vent comes wind or air. Hay niebla is it's foggy out. It's very blah out when it's foggy. So hay niebla. I means there is. There is fog. Nieva está nevando. So you remember how there's two that have to do with snow, right? So nieva means it snows. Está nevando means it is snowing right now. So you might want to say it snows in January, nieva en enero, but it's snowing today. Está nevando hoy. So it kind of depends on your sentence and what you're talking about, which one you're going to use. But they both have the same base, right? Same thing with llueve and está lloviendo. Llueve means it rains. So if you want to say like it rains in April, llueve en abril. But it's raining today, está lloviendo hoy. So both of them have similar stems also. All right, remember my cloud named Nub, which I guess got kidnapped because I thought it was up there hanging. So my cloud named Nub. Hola, yo me llamo Nub. So está nublado, hay nubes. So it's cloudy and there are clouds. So again, they have the same base for cloudy. Hay una tormenta means there's a storm and you're tormented by this storm. There is a storm. Hay una tormenta. And it looks like storm if you put a little S in front. Stormenta. Está tronando y hay relámpagos. It's thundering and there are lightning bolts. So lightning, I see the word lamp in this word. Relámpagos. So it's thundering and lightning. Hay un arco iris. There is a rainbow. So an arc in the sky. We play this game arco iris in class. So hay un arco iris. There is a rainbow. All right, if you want to say it's really cold, it's hace mucho frío. It's really hot would be hace mucho calor. So putting a mucho there means very. Llueve un poco means it rains a little bit. Llueve un poco. Llueve mucho means it rains a lot. So mucho is a lot. So the difference between llueve un poco, llueve mucho. Okay, and then we also have two cities. So Chicago is known as the windy city, and London is known as the foggy city. So when you think of what's the weather like in Chicago, think of windy. What's the weather like in London? Think of foggy. And in history, they had that thing in the 1950s, but there had a lot of fog in London. All right, and then vocab 11, this yellow sheet, has all of the phrases on it for you as a reference. All right, sample question. ¿Qué tiempo hace en agosto? ¿Hace calor? ¿Hace mucho frío? ¿Nieva mucho? ¿Hace fresco? So August is a summer month. So it's hot out, okay? I'm trying not to trick anyone with anything, but think of like logically summer hot. ¿Qué tiempo hace en el invierno? ¿Llueve mucho? ¿Llueve un poco? ¿Hace frío? ¿Hace calor? ¿Qué tiempo hace en abril? So April is known for something because it brings me flowers. So hace mucho calor, hace mucho frío, nieva mucho, llueve mucho. ¿Qué tiempo hace en el verano? Hace mucho calor, hace mucho frío, llueve, nieva. ¿Qué tiempo hace en Londres, which is London? Hay niebla, hace calor, hace viento, Hay una tormenta. So this is a sample question. So London is the foggy city. ¿Qué tiempo hace en Chicago? Hace buen tiempo, hace sol, hace viento, hay un arco iris. And our last question, ¿qué tiempo hace en Canadá en enero? Hace calor, hace mucho calor, nieva mucho, hace fresco. So Canada is north of us, right? So which one is the best weather for Canada en enero? Okay, so hopefully this helped you get ready for the Unit 3 test. All right, adios.